Hi, I'm Mila Saunders and I'm the set and costume designer for Jabala in the Jinn. So I'm responsible for how the show looks on stage. So that's the scenery, the props, which are the smaller items, and the costumes, which is everything that the actors are wearing on stage. Costume tells us lots of information about who a character is and how they are and how they fit into the world. It might tell us that they are fun, that they're evil, or they're very neat, they have lots of money or very little money. It could tell us what their uniform is, what kind of job they do. It could tell us what kind of time period they belong to. Are they from the future? Are they from a certain point in the past? Every single thing that is worn on stage gives the audience a bit of a message about the character. Have a think about your favourite characters in films and books and what they wear and what that tells you about them. There are lots of ways of creating a costume design. So I like to gather images that interest and inspire me. I look for them in magazines, in books, in online searches. I look at photos, at paintings, at films. I look at things I see people wearing on the street or maybe on the tube. I love people watching. And I put all these ideas together then in a mood board, which is like a big collage of all of the images that you found. And then I have a good look at it and find bits that I really like. Maybe there's colours that jump out, or it gives me a colour scheme for a character. There's a shoe or a particular detail that I like. And then from all of this, I start to draw and work out each character by character. And there might also be, for example, a colour scheme for the whole show, or I use colour to make one character stand out, or a group of characters be in opposition to each other, a bit like a football team. So what we're going to do is you're going to design your own Jinn for Jabala in the Jinn, and I'm going to show you how. So first of all, if we're going to start designing a character or a costume, we need to know a bit about that character and the world they live in.
Hello, my name is Asif Khan and I'm the writer of Jabala and the Jinn. So what is the Jinn? So jinns appear in Muslim and Arabic mythology. They're kind of like a spirit, invisible, I hesitate to say ghost, but a being which exists in the world, but one we can't see. And they've been represented in many different ways. I think the most popular is the genie from Aladdin. And in this story, Jabala and the Jinn, I've taken quite a lot of artistic license, and I wanted to break the stereotype of what people perceive to be jinns, the whole smoke and 3 wishes and coming out of a lamp. And I wanted to kind of represent a new type, a new version of a jinn. And so I came up with Sarah, who's the Jinn in this story, and she's just a young girl, just like Jabala, who wants to play, have a good time, have fun. She's cheeky, she's mischievous, and hopefully she's entertaining to watch.
So if you were designing a Jinn that magically appeared in your house, what would it look like? This isn't a big scary Aladdin style Jinn, but a child who wants to play. In the play, she's described as being like an ordinary girl. How do you make her, or it could be a him for this, unusual, magical, odd, a little bit out of place? So think about if a character who is from a different world arrived in your house and was trying to fit in, what would they wear? Have they got it right? Have they got it a bit wrong? Are they unusual? Are they energetic? What's that kind of feeling and how they sit in the world? So for our Jinn, I've used irregular patterns and splatters. She's disruptive and messy and a bit magical and different from the other characters who I've given more ordered patterns like stripes and block colours and some polka dots. How would you show that a character is from a different world or reality? So to start your design, you're going to need something to draw on. So grab a piece of paper, any colour is fine. We've got an outline that you can download if you don't want to draw a body, which is all drawn for you, or you can just draw away. I'm sure you could draw much better than me anyway. So you'll need a pencil as well to draw your outline with, and then whatever you want to colour in with. So I've got a variety of pens and pencils, but you could use paint as well. But make sure you've got lots of nice colours. So when you start designing your Jinn, you need to think about every item that the character's wearing. So I go from head down to toe. It's maybe easier to start with the top than the head. So think about, what kind of top is your character wearing? What is this Jinn? Where have they come from? They've come from maybe a different place. So what is the top? Is it normal? Does it have sleeves? Does it have a hood? Does it have a collar? What texture is it? So like, I'm wearing something that's knitted, but it could be like jersey fabric, like a hoodie might be. It might be like a shirt. It might be floaty. It could be smooth. It could be sparkly. And what kind of pattern does it have on it? Is it plain? Is it a block colour? Are the sleeves different colours? Does it have sleeves? Are they short? Are they long? What kind of shape is it? So once you've had a look at the top half, then go down to the bottom. So what's on the character's legs? Do they have trousers, a skirt, shorts, tights, leggings? What shape are those things? If they're wearing trousers, are they very narrow? Are they very floaty? Do they stick out at the ankles? Are the legs the same colour? Do they have pockets? Always an important thing. If it's a skirt, is it long, short, floaty? What kind of different qualities that an item of clothing can have? Again, like with the top, what's the texture? What are the patterns? What colours are going on there? Then have a look at the shoes. Shoes are really important. So think about how we all wear shoes. If you're wearing comfy shoes, you're going to walk differently to a character that's maybe wearing something, for example, with heels. It might affect how it's going to affect how you move in a space, but also is the character that you're designing the kind of character that you can hear them arrive in a space? Because that means they might have clumpy shoes, or if they're kind of stealthy and quiet, maybe they've got something that just moves quietly. And then what's the colour of those shoes? What texture have they got on them? Do they lace up? Do they zip up? Do they have Velcro? Or do they have some kind of weird and wonderful fastening the world's never seen before that you've just invented? Are they wearing socks with these shoes? Are the socks matching? Are they wearing tights? Are they barefoot? That's also a really important design choice. Then once you've had a look at the feet, you could move to other parts of the body. So we've done legs and we've done the body. So what about the head? What's going on with the hair? Is it a normal colour? Is it short? Is it long? Is it plaited? Is it in an interesting hairstyle? Have they got braids? Have they got dyed hair? Interesting colours going on? Have they got no hair at all, perhaps? Or are they wearing a hat or another kind of head covering, or a headdress? Have they got glasses or makeup or interesting jewellery? What about their hands? Are they wearing gloves? Have they got interesting nails maybe? What about a watch? Bracelets, any kind of other bits and pieces that we might wear. So have a go through the whole outfit and keep asking, ooh, are they wearing anything else here? And it might be that they've got quite a simple outfit on, but you might be able to put in lots and lots of detail. Once you've done all of that, then have a look again and see if you've missed anything. This is a bit where we put in what's called trim, which is things like buttons and details. So you could go back over and go, oh, I think that top is a bit plain. I'll give it a couple of buttons. Or maybe there's a little kind of pull thing on a hoodie, or it needs some pockets. If you don't like drawing, or if you've already finished your design and you want to see what it looks like in 3D, you could create your costume using clothes that you've got in the house. Maybe use things that don't belong to you, use things from another member of your household or your family, and dress up or dress somebody else up. Or if you don't want to do that, you could lay it all out on the floor. Think about using things that maybe don't go together or that you wouldn't normally wear. This is a little time-lapse video of how I drew the Jinn for our show. You can see how I've started with the shape and then added colour and then texture as well, and then the final touches. When you finish your design, don't forget to write the name of your Jinn onto the design, and then also write your name as designer. I can't wait to see what you've all come up with.